going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux, and in today's video, girl, you won't believe the drama. Well, girls, it's been less than 24 hours and more TODRICKHALL drama is heating up, girl. More people are coming forward saying that TODRICKHALL never paid them. I have all the receipts. This video is sponsored at the house by adamandeve.com. You can use my code LUX, L-U-X, for 50% off one item and free shipping on your entire order in the US and Canada. And thank you, Adam and Eve, for sponsoring this video. I just want to say this is my last video on TODRICKHALL. I made one earlier today. Watch part 1. This is part 2. I even got death threats for having an opinion. People, seriously, death threats to the house, girl. Anyways, I forward that to the police, so we'll see how that goes, girl. So let's talk. It's getting out of hand, okay? First of all, that basically it's exposing the TODRICKHALL for all these evil things. You made him seem that TODRICKHALL was an evil person by what you said in the first video. Watch that one if you haven't. But yet you still work for him. And you know what? There's allegations of sexual abuse and misconduct, but yet you still stay working for him. And it's that type of mentality of like victims, like, you know, should I stay working? Should I not stay working? It's a very touchy subject and I don't want to get into it, but I will get into the new receipts that we have. All right, so this is this person. They said, a bunch of folks have asked about my experience working with Todrick. And I know it's no surprise, but just gonna tell you all now, yes, your reservations about the fella are valid. All right, they went on to say, which is sad because he is talented indeed, TODRICKHALL, but that talent is squandered by baby is whitewashed to hell and miserably unprofessional, also does not pay. It has been exposed. TODRICKHALL does not pay his employees. He did not pay Manila Luzon. She even came out about it. It's not looking too good for TODRICKHALL right now, okay? So for all the people who love TODRICKHALL, in the first video, I kind of, in a way, defended TODRICKHALL. But now that there's more receipts coming out, it's super hard to just turn the other cheek. TODRICKHALL needs to make a response video. He needs to own it. He needs to say, you know what? I know I'm over here hanging out with Taylor Swift now, but I'm still real. I'm still for the people. He needs to acknowledge it. That's my opinion. I think he should make a video addressing the rumors of him not paying people and the allegations and the lawsuits. And I think somebody in the comments, they always put like the Google Docs receipt, the receipts, the linking to the lawsuit. Somebody had did that earlier. So anyways, here we go. I've done 2 videos for him now. The first one, nails, hair, hips, heels, was unpaid because he needed over 60 dancers and says he didn't have the budget to pay us. Don't use dancers, TF. But I did it. Thought it would be great opportunity. 3-day rehearsals, then a full day of shooting from 9 a.m. to about 9 p.m. in heels, no pay, cool. You know what? I think that, let me just say this. I feel like when TODRICKHALL started out doing the music videos for YouTube and fun stuff like that, I think that he was just like, hey, do you want to be in my music video? I don't have any money. I can't pay you, but it's free exposure. And people were like happy to be on video and happy to do like music videos. And so he wasn't paying people. And I think that it was okay then because when you're starting out, people, they want you to win, so they help you out and they do stuff for free, right? Just hear me out. And so now that he's gotten bigger and more famous, people know now he's making money and they want to be paid. So if you want me in a music video, you should pay me, TODRICKHALL. This isn't back in the day when you were a penniless, starving artist. So people, the starving artist community, they help each other, bro. They don't expect to be paid. But once you're making it big and you're doing like 12-hour shoots, you should, you know, pay people something. Because if not, they're gonna say, well, I never got paid, and it just looks bad. The jumped out on set. A lot of black gays were standing behind him in a shot, and he turned to us to say, this is looking a little too chocolate. Can I get some lighter people behind me? Child, me and one of his tour dancers locked eyes and made the same face over it. He boasted about how he dropped $60K on making this video, but the dancers saw none of it. Now at 20 mil views on YouTube, We helped him create some of the best content ever, monetized too. So I'm sure we generated an amount somewhere in the hundreds of thousands. Yep, that's a lot of money, girl. He hit me up a few months later to be part of the disastrous wig video. I politely declined, knowing there would be no pay. Then he said he absolutely needed me for another video because he only wanted to dance. He only wanted 2 dancers like single ladies, and it will be paid. The FG video, now I turned down being a cute ass extra I don't know what that is, some HBO show, season 4 for this crap, only to be ghosted with no pay after the video was done. First of all, when we got on set for this vid, me and the other dancer were the only black. Then Todrick mentioned it being weird that it's the first time he had only black people in his video. I just kept my mouth shut. He doesn't seem to take criticism well. He reads virtually every comment about him online. One time he told us the entire ballroom scene lit a fire up his ass, rightfully so, for using the whitewash term shablam. Instead of what it actually is, a dip. I was the only one who tried to explain that this is culture that you know little of. It's been heavy appropriated by your main fan base, white gays, black folks just trying to protect history. But he felt attacked, and everyone around him pacifies him, so he didn't care. Back to the FG. After shooting, I left set knowing the amount I was to be paid, or who even handles payment. No contracts were involved, just Todrick's word, which I trusted like a dumbass. I texted his assistant / dance captain, who's basically his personal Muppet. I've seen him literally order her to be silent, and she shut that mouth. She ignored me? Okay, cool. So I hit up Todrick himself, and he responds off fake, hey boo, OMG, yes, do you know who to contact? So he says that, and this is the problem with this type of situation, because I'm not for Todrick. I'm not against Todrick. Actually, it's looking bad on Todrick right now. We have to be honest, it's really looking bad for Todrick. But when you have receipts like this, he's saying that he texted him and then Todrick said this, but he doesn't show that little part. So it kind of makes it seem like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta come with receipts, people. Where are the receipts? Okay, here we go. And then when they produce receipts, it's always a fake receipt. So you could just never trust anything. So either you believe that TODRICKHALL is evil and manipulative and mean, or you believe he's just a saint of the world YouTube, which right now is not looking too good for me. I'm like, no. That's why I'm asking. He never ever gives me accountant info, then just straight up stops responding. I reach out to both of them again about 3 more times via phone, text, and IG, no response. So I messaged the other dancer from the video who's now on tour with Todrick. He told me he got paid, honey. But didn't want to really talk about it because he didn't want to be the middle. Then he apologized that this was happening to me. I reached out to some of the previous dancers. All of them said they're not on good terms with him. He's apparently effed over many people, fans included, big yikes. So I take it to a few agencies asking to be represented for this job so I can get my coin. MSA couldn't help but advise me to threaten his ass with a lawsuit, but there was no paperwork. Got 2 Talent really tried to find a way to help because there seemed to have happened before. They also said Todrick typically avoids going through agencies for dancers. I wonder why. A few takeaways here. Trust your gut. Don't support. Know your worth. Be vocal. Do not complete jobs without proper paperwork. He's maybe the 4th biggest artist to try me with this type of stuff, and definitely the first to succeed. Never again, though, I'll tell you that. So there you have it. Those were the receipts. More people are coming forward, and then my DMs are blowing up with even more people that they still haven't received payment for the video shoots they've done for TODRICKHALL. TODRICKHALL, from what I've heard, has seen my first video. I've heard some rumors, and people who know him personally, they have said that he has seen my video and that he's contemplating, this is what they said, they don't know if he's gonna make a response video or even address the situation, because some of the situations that we're talking about took place in 2018 when there was a lawsuit involved, and I don't know if they settled it, but just because there's a lawsuit doesn't mean that it actually happened. They still have to be, take it to court and see what happened, but it's not looking too good for Todrick right now. It's really not. and I'm not gonna try to defend Todrick. The first video, I came off, you know, I'm admitting, I was like, you know, this happens a lot in the industry when you have somebody try to backstab you, but then it's starting to look more and more suspicious. And at the end of the day, it's just my opinions, TODRICKHALL needs to make a response video and address these situations, just like Laura Leach got on camera and addressed her drama, just like I've got on camera and addressed my drama. Everyone has to do it. TODRICKHALL will either, this is a turning point for TODRICKHALL. Either he's gonna address it, okay, and own up to it and take accountability, or he will totally not address it at all, and there forever will be, and he'll live just fine, and there forever will be a group of people on the internet who will always throw that face that he just totally turned his back to the community. Like girl, I made it. I'm too famous now. I can't even address petty stuff. How I see it. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and please hold your death threats. Please, honestly, just don't. And I'll see you next video. Bye, love you so much. And Huda Beauty is at it again because she's releasing a palette on the 24th. Very shady. And we're gonna talk about that in another video because I have a lot to say and it's getting very juicy.